Hey guys, it is the dude who talks and welcome to today's video. So, for today I'm going to be talking about the debut EP from Disconnected Souls called Warring Elements, which was released on the 13th of March. So who are Disconnected Souls, you might ask? Well, they're a band hailing from Chester, and they describe themselves as a band who were born out of a desire to incorporate and blend the three great pillars of music: electronic, classical, and metal. And they also say that they experiment with notes of juxtaposing forces, becoming entwined to create something fantastical. I do like that word. So what did I think about Warring Elements? Did I enjoy listening to the EP? Or did I wish I never listened to it in the first place? Well, let's find out. So, the opening track Divergence gets things off to a really strong start with a balance of electronics and a really heavy guitar riff throughout the song. This will tell you essentially what Disconnected Souls is all about and whether you like them or not. So the vocals kick in with kind of like a bit of a soaring melody from Holly Royal, who does some of the vocals on the EP. And then it is preceded with some harsh vocals from Patrick Lloyd. And I really like the harsh vocals. It's kind of like my kind of harsh vocals. It's kind of this like nice, deep, throaty scream, which then leads off into quite a decent breakdown halfway through the song. And from listening to this, my impressions are that they're aiming for like this really epic sound with the ideas that they incorporate, especially with this opening track. What I did enjoy, especially from this song, was the dynamic between the two vocals. I think it works really well on this track. However, I do wish to use more of it throughout the EP. I think it would have really helped. As I said earlier, they're aiming for an epic sound. I believe that they've got this really big bombastic feel about them. Not only just wanting you to get you to bang your head, they also want to make you dance with some like electronic passages which have this like trancey gothic feel throughout the EP. And also with some like quite catchy choruses throughout as well through most of the songs. I felt if you're a fan of bands like Amaranth and Lacuna Coil, I think this will be right up your street. So let me talk a little about the title track, Warring Elements. Now, it does its best in incorporating all these ideas, especially with the start. It has this nice trancey beat. Also, Kit follows in with this like nice crunchy riff and some nice harmonies involved. And there's like a really good mix of clean vocals and harsh vocals. However, on this song, I wasn't a fan of this kind of like rapping that he uses. I didn't think it was outright bad. I just felt it didn't really fit in with the song, in my opinion. I think obviously they were just experimenting, which is, fine. But, some people might like it, some people might not. But anyway, out of the this one and the opening track, Divergence, I think this definitely had the most epic feel on the EP. So one thing I do need to comment about is the track Emergence, which is sort of like a interlude between two songs. I felt like it was really going to go somewhere. It's like you got the beat, it's like this huge trancey electronic number, and then it just suddenly ends it, and it just doesn't fade off into the next song. It just ends, and I found that just a little bit jarring. To be honest, I know it is a nitpick, and it's a very minor criticism. It doesn't take much away from the EP, it's just that little niggle, in my opinion. But, that's just me. So earlier I was mentioning some of the influences, like Lacuna Coil and Amaranth, but from listening to this whole EP, I definitely felt a resemblance to Dream Theater, especially with the Train of Thought era. I especially thought with the keyboards used and the kind of mix of heavy downturned riffs and some of the clean vocals definitely gave it a kind of proggy feel, which I was definitely into. And this was especially evident in Deviate as well. So what was my overall impression of Warring Elements by Disconnected Souls? Well, all in all, apart from a couple of issues that I had with it that I mentioned earlier, I really enjoyed the EP. It was something a little bit out of my comfort zone, maybe because it was a little bit dancey for me, and, you know, I really can't dance, but I definitely felt that they've got this huge epic sound with a lot of soaring choruses and some really, like, crunchy heaviness. And I reckon they could go far. I'm hoping that they improve and expand upon their sounds and ideas for the next release. I think they definitely have a lot of potential. So, if you're thinking of checking this out, I'm going to include the link down below on to their Spotify. I think they've also got their album available on Bandcamp if you prefer, you know, streaming or buying their record from there. So yeah, give it a shot. So that was me talking about Warring Elements by Disconnected Souls. Have you listened to the EP? Let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments section. If you've liked me rambling on about 5 minutes or so about this EP, please consider liking, sharing or subscribing. It really helps out. So yeah, my next video should be out later this week and I should be reviewing something really cool, so keep an eye out for that. Before I go, I just wanted to check in with everybody. Hope you're hanging in there. I've got your back. Let's get through this together. I've been the Doo-Doo Talks, and cheers. Stay safe, everyone, and wash your fucking hands. Still here. Alright, well, the video's ended, but while you're still here, I'll just let you know there's videos to the left and right of me. So, yeah, get watching if you want. Talk about cool shit like music and live stuff where I go to gigs, talk about Vinyl Hall and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, fill your boots.